get the US dollar and leave the country. That is the most efficient way to live the American dream. Trust me. It doesn't get any better than that. Get the US dollar any way you can. Yo, top of the morning, everybody. Appreciate you guys joining me. Look, man, so the other day I was scrolling on, I think TikTok or something like that, and I read a comment and somebody said, maybe the new American dream is leaving America, right? And I was like, yo, I love that comment and I love everything that it stands for. So that is what we're gonna be talking about today, man. So look, this is, come on now, you know the vibes. This is how we woke up today. We in Ho Chi Minh City. As you can see, we are definitely not in the U.S. I've been gone from the U.S. for over a year now, okay? Over a year now, I've been gone from the U.S. Just wait 1 second. We about to get into this video, okay? Yeah, I figured we could switch the scenery, you know what I'm saying? So now, you feel me? Rooftop pool, you know the vibes. We gotta get into the video though, man. Hear me out, okay? So look, I feel like the old American dream, right? The old American dream versus the new American dream, okay? I wanna say, I was raised to think that, you know, the plan was you go to school, you graduate school, you get a job, you work that job, you retire, and then you come and you see this. Then you come and you experience this, right? Then you go to different countries and you see what different countries is like. I think like, you know, I think that's the complete opposite of how it should be. I feel like while you're young and while you have the opportunity and while you're alive, that's when you make the most out of your scenario and your situation. That's when you do everything that you want to do. And I'll tell you two things that happened in my life that made me realize this, right? So one time I was in Costa Rica, and I stayed for 3 weeks, okay? I stayed in Costa Rica for 3 weeks, and this was when I was testing to see if I could live outside the US. I was just trying to see. So I stayed in Costa Rica for 3 weeks, and I loved it. So first of all, like I was walking distance from the beach. So I would wake up, walk to the beach, go to the gym, and trade some stocks or whatever, and then come back to my condo, sit by the pool, and eat fruit, and take a swim. I just did that every single day for like 3 weeks straight. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I feel like this is what they tell you to wait for and do this when you retire. But I'm like, I'm doing this right now. Why would I not just continue to do this right now? Like, why would I wait to do this? If this is the goal and I'm able to accomplish it right now, right? And when I say the goal, everybody, or the dream that they try to sell you is you work and then you travel, right? Like that's the goal, you retire. But I'm like, why not live like you're retired now? If that's the goal, why not just do it now? I don't understand what the holdup is. Like, you see, I just woke up, penthouse, and I'm making this video. I'm doing it now. Like, why can't you do this now? Why do you need to wait until later to do this? You know what I'm saying? I think if you just figure out a way to sustain a life like this, you can just do it now. There's no need to wait. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one reason, right? Look, the second reason is a little bit more personal, but I'll still share it with you guys because it's real and it's what honestly gave me, like I said, it's two reasons that really like inspired me to think this way. So one of my grandparents, right? Okay, he had a stroke when I was young, and he's like paralyzed, like on his left side, right? And he basically spends day in and day out like doing the same things, and he's been doing this for a while now, like ever since I can remember, for real. And like, to me, I feel like that's a possibility, right? It's a possibility that you can do good, work hard, and something can happen and cause you to not enjoy the rest of your life in the way that you imagine. And right now, like, God forbid, but that's something that could happen to me. Anything can happen. Anything can happen to anybody. Nothing is guaranteed, but right now, nobody wakes up one morning and imagines themselves being XYZ or not being capable of doing anything when they get older. Nobody knows. Anybody, you could get dementia young. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows what your circumstances could be when you're 50 years old, 55 years old, 60 years old, 65 years old, 70 years old. Nobody knows your circumstances. The only circumstance that you know for sure is right now. When you're watching this video, when you woke up today, that's the only thing that you know for sure, and that's the only thing that honestly matters, in my opinion. And so, like, for example, like, God forbid, but next week, bro, I might not be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the purpose of waiting and putting off the things that I want to do. If I know exactly what it is that I want to do, if I know exactly what it is, the dream that I want to live out, I love to travel. I'm not waiting to travel. I'm going to do it right now while I'm capable, while I'm young, and I can enjoy it. I can enjoy it in my youth, and I can enjoy it in my older ages if God blesses me and allows me to see it that way. You know what I mean? But right now, I know I have the ability to do it, and I'm going to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So so those two reasons are the main reasons why I really was like, yo, this American dream thing, like, I don't really know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, number one, I don't feel I need to wait. And number two, nothing is promised. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take advantage of every single moment that we have on this earth while we're healthy. And that's why you got to be thankful. Like, bro, if you woke up today, you got 2 legs, man, you got to be grateful, because some people can't walk. Trust me, some people can't walk. And you'll be surprised how many people can't walk. And you'll be surprised how many of those people were able to walk at one point, was able to do whatever they want to do, and now they no longer can do it. And it's against their will. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be grateful for everything. Like, I'm holding this camera up right now with my hand, my arm, bro. I have to be grateful for that, because it's not promised, bro. And I can't take it for granted. And so look, even outside of like my personal thing, right? I feel like more than ever, bro, you see people complaining about the U.S. I think I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was talking about how, you know, she's from Vietnam, and I was like, I guarantee you, when you was younger, you dreamed of visiting the U.S. way more than you do now. And that just shows the state of the U.S. right now. People are not even as interested in visiting as they once was, you know what I'm saying? And everybody can see, we got the internet now, so people can see what's actually going on. And from the outside looking in, it definitely looks crazy. But even living in the U.S., it looks crazy, it feels crazy. Everything's expensive, you know what I mean? Like, people are still living with their parents into their 30s and well into their 20s, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be like that. And I will say, I know in some cultures, communities, it's normal to live with your family, but in the U.S., that's not the thing, right? People are living with their parents because it's expensive, not because they want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of a difference there. But when you leave the U.S., it's completely different. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. It's unthinkable, and it's like, bro, right now, I'm telling you, bro, it's unthinkable. Like, it's unthinkable, and all I can do is just post these videos and show y'all, like, this is what you can do, and this is how much it costs, right? And it sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. You feel me? It's not crazy. I remember the first time I even came across some content. This guy was living in Bali. He was breaking down the prices. I said, bro, there's no way. I got on Airbnb because I love Airbnb, and it was true. I said, bro, I'm moving, and I left. You know what I'm saying? It's simple as that, and I never looked back, and I will never, ever look back. I'll never go back, bro. Never, God willing. You know what I'm saying? I will never go back, man. And to me, this is the American dream. And what I love about America is, like, if you're born in America, right, you're a citizen. There's nothing you can do about that. And that citizenship takes you far in other places in the world, right? So if you get you an American job, bro, that dollar stretches so far in other regions. That's the American dream to me. Living comfortable, right? Doing what you want to do. That's the American dream to me. And the easiest way to do that, or the best way, or most efficient way, whatever word you want to use, the most efficient way to do that in 2025 and in the future is to get the US dollar and leave the country. That is the most efficient way to live the American dream. Trust me. It doesn't get any better than that. Get the US dollar any way you can, remotely, preferably, okay? Remotely, preferably, even if you stay in the US for 6 months out the year, you work, you grind, and you leave for 6 months out the year. Whatever you gotta do, bro, take that USD and leave the country, okay? That is the only way to, not the only way, I ain't gonna say that, that's not the only way, but that is the most realistic way for the mass majority of people to live the way that they want to live. Trust me, bro, that's the only way to do it. You know what I'm saying? In the US, you get a smoothie, bro, you're not paying anything less than $8 for a smoothie. Right now, I'm telling you, I could walk outside this building and I can get a smoothie for less than $1.50. I guarantee it. I guarantee you I can get a smoothie for 30,000 VND right now. If you didn't know, we in Vietnam, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vietnam. I don't know what they taught us in school, bro, but they did not teach us this. You see what's going on, bro. They did not teach us this right here. You know what I'm saying? They did not teach us this. You feel me? This is not what they taught us about Vietnam, bro. And what's crazy is, like, even after the education system, if you don't educate yourself, they're not gonna backtrack. You feel me? They're not gonna backtrack. They're not gonna say, oh, I know we told y'all this, but it ain't really like that. They're not gonna backtrack and say that, bro. It's up to you to do your own research. It's up to you to hop on that plane and see what it's really like. It's up to you to click this YouTube video and see what it's really like. That's the only way you're gonna do it, bro. Other than that, they just lied to you and you just fell for it and you ain't do nothing about it. How you feel about that, man? You know what I'm saying? They really finesse. You know what I'm saying? And you still getting done over. How you feel about that? That's the reality of the situation, though. They lied to everybody, bro. They lied to everybody. And so, yeah, man, this is the new American dream, bro. Every time I see anybody, I'm like, man, you made it out. You made it out, my brother. You made it out, my sister. Like, I'm glad to see people from the U.S. living this life, bro. And it's more comfortable, bro. I don't, bro, you gotta understand. I can't tell you the last time I worried about finances, bro. Finances is the last thing on my mind, bro. The main thing I'm focused on is YouTube, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Finances, bro. That's not anything I worry about. That's not anything I think about. Even like, bro, when I first left last year, bro, I'm like, wow, like, you don't know how good it feels to just be able to, like, just not worry about money, bro. Like, not worry about money at all. Like, it's a beautiful feeling, bro. And the thing is, like, bro, you don't need a ton of money, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, $1,000 you could live in Southeast Asia comfortable, very, very comfortable. $1,000, bro. Especially like right now, I'm in the city. I'm like in the center of the city. Bro, if I wanted to live 45 minutes away from here and have the top floor in any building, bro, it would be like $600. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it might be boring. It's in the surrounding cities because it's like in the middle of nowhere. It's like being from Atlanta and living like, I don't know, just like on super outskirts. It's gonna be cheaper, you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing overseas. You can go to a country, and if you're one of those people that just want to be away from everybody, just want to be chill, but you could find that. Thailand, Vietnam, you could find that just out the way and get you something nice for the low. Trust me, you can definitely find that. I don't even understand. Like, sometimes I meet people right here in Vietnam, and usually it's teachers for some reason. And probably because they got like a schedule or whatever, but I asked them, I'm like, yo, have you been to the Philippines? They're like, no. Like, they've been living in Vietnam for like 12 years, 8 years, but never traveled anywhere else. I'm like, yo, how do you come from America, wherever you come from? You're not born in Asia. How do you travel to Asia and not want to see everything that Asia has to offer after visiting Vietnam and seeing how cool it is? So even me, myself, and once again, this is, I'm about to get into this point too. This is my dream. But I'm like, yo, to me, it doesn't even make sense to live in one country. That's why you see me traveling somewhere every single month. I go somewhere new every single month because, bro, it's so much to see. And as much as I love Vietnam, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stay here forever. I might stay here for 2 months and then go somewhere else for a month, then go somewhere else for 2 months, because why not? Why can't I do that? It sounds crazy until you do it. Now it's making sense. Now other people are gonna see this video and see all my other videos and say, you know what? I think I could probably do that as well. It makes sense. It sounds crazy until it works. It sounds crazy until it works, and now it's understandable, and now it's reasonable, and now it's the thing to do. You feel me? But yeah. And so, like I was just saying though, like, this is my dream, right? And you have to find your dream. I think it's important, like, to get out of America for sure, but definitely your hometown. But definitely, I just say America, bro, because you have to understand, like, it's a different way of thinking. Like, the things, like, for example, school shootings, that's not normal in anywhere in the world. That's just some American stuff. Everybody having guns, that's not normal everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so once you leave America, you start to think completely different. Like, even the way I thought like 2 years ago is completely 1,000% different than how I think now. Bro, I'm a completely different person. It's kind of scary. Like, I'm not the same person, bro. I don't do the same things. I don't carry myself bro. It's completely different. And that's a part of creating your reality and creating your own dream, bro. You gotta understand, like, once you get out of the circumstances that you grew up in, because you didn't choose those circumstances, right? You was just born and your parents chose that for you, if anything, and they probably didn't choose their circumstances, right? But at some point you have to say, okay, I'm going to start making my own decisions. I'm going to start living my own life, and that is how it's supposed to be done, in my opinion. You're supposed to live out your own dream, and I'm just living out my own dream, bro. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave, and I say, you know what? I have to figure out how to make this happen. Okay, I'm gonna start doing YouTube. I started doing YouTube, and it started growing, and now here we are all together. You know what I'm saying? 10,000 of us later, and we're just growing and growing and growing and growing. And we're gonna continue to grow, bro, and I'm gonna continue to travel because that's what I want to do. And if I wanted to do something different, I guarantee you I would do something different. I guarantee you, bro, because I don't believe in living life without enjoying it. That's not living to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, living life is enjoying every single moment of it, waking up, being excited to wake up. I think that's also how you stay young, you feel me? Just being excited about life and having that high energy. But you can't have that high energy if you aren't doing what you want to do. If you are living somebody else's dream, it's hard to live somebody else's dream too. You know what I'm saying? This is me. This is what I am doing. I'm not saying that you can't or you shouldn't do what I'm doing, but I'm saying this may not be your dream. Don't think you can live out my dream. I have a purpose in life. This is what I want to do. It works for me because it's meant for me, right? This isn't meant for everybody, but my point is, whatever you have in your mind, you can do. You can create your own dream, your own reality. You can turn that dream into reality. You know what I'm saying? If you stop sleeping, you wake up, man, you can turn that dream into reality. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was in the U.S., like before, when I was planning on leaving, and I was just stacking money. And you know, I wanted to leave so bad, but like every day, the way I would get myself through it is just think like, this is what I'm doing it for. I would just close my eyes and I would just imagine. Like, I remember I had my Airbnb. I never seen the Airbnb, but I was just imagining like waking up there, like what I'm gonna be doing on a day-to-day basis there. Like, I just had to remind myself what I'm grinding for, and I just kept going and kept going and kept going, and that's how I was able to stay sane, because I really was like going crazy in the U.S. I'm like, bro, I don't want to be here, and I already knew I was about to leave, but I had like a month or two before I left. But I'm like, bro, I want to leave now, but I'm like, but you don't understand, I wanted to leave bad, you know what I mean? But that's how I did it though. I just was imagining what I was gonna be doing in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And that just kept me grounded. And so, man, to like start closing this up, man, look, the real dream, I don't know what they told y'all, man, the nice house with the backyard and the family and the picket fence, and hey, man, that's why I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm grateful I made it out with no kids or nothing like that, man. Like, I want to have kids one day, but like if I would have had kids at like 18, 19, 20, bro, there's no way I would be doing this. I don't think. Like, if I put my mind to it, yeah, probably, but like realistically, like it's unlikely, you know what I'm saying? Because right now I don't have any responsibilities. I just take care of myself, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable, bro. I'm chilling, you know what I mean? But my point is, whatever dream they try to sell you, man, whether it's that nice house, the big house, like millions of dollars, hey, bro, it ain't about that. That's not what life is about, bro. Life is about freedom, happiness, and peace. You know what I'm saying? Spreading this love, spreading this energy, bro. It's not about the house, man. It's not about the money. It's not about the cars. It's not about none of that stuff, bro. I don't have a car, and I don't want a car. I don't have a house. I don't want a house. You feel me? I don't have $1 million. I ain't gonna say I don't want $1 million, but I can live without it. Matter of fact, I do got $1 million. It's just in V&D. You feel me? I do got $1 million. It's just in Vietnam money. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, bro, it's not about. But I'm not interested in getting the most money in the world, bro. I'm interested in enjoying life. And that's what I do. Every single day I wake up, I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do. If I feel like not doing anything, if I didn't feel like coming out and making this video, that's what I would have done. But I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. Nobody told me to do this. I wanted to do this. I live on my own terms. I don't care what's going on in the U.S., bro. I don't care what anybody else is doing in there. I don't care what anybody else is doing in their life. Honestly, bro, like nothing outside of my scope has anything to do with me, bro. I really don't care. I don't even keep up with people for real, bro. Like, I be in my own lane, bro. Live my own life, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta create your life, bro. Like, it's chill, but like, hey, bro, it ain't. I ain't gonna say it's easy either. You know what I'm saying? I will say though, it's just as easy, if not easier, than working for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you work in a warehouse job 10 hours, I'll say this is easier than that, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy, but if you could put 10 hours in for somebody else, you can put 10 hours in for yourself, bro. If you can put 40 hours in for somebody else, you can put 40 hours in for yourself. And if you could get a job. And like, cause bro, once again, jobs, some people like jobs, bro. I don't like it. I hate doing that. And it's like, because I have my own dream, and so I can never give somebody else my full effort, bro. And I'll get burnt out no matter what job I'm at. I will get burnt out. I can't stay at a job for more than 6 months, 7 months, definitely not a year, bro. I will get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, bro, I get burnt out, like, cause it's not my dream. But this, I never get tired of this. I never get tired of meeting people. I never get tired of traveling. I never get tired of making these videos. I never get tired of inspiring you all. I never get tired of that because this is what I choose to do. This is my reality and I love it and I will always choose it over everything. So yeah, man, freedom, peace, time, control of your life, man, that's what you want. In my opinion, that's what's important in life. I've had a lot of money. I've had a little bit of money. I'll tell you what I appreciate the most. Comfortability is nice, bro, but freedom, I'd rather be free and comfortable than to live super, super comfortable, but have no freedom, have no time, doing it on somebody else's term, you know what I'm saying? So that's my reality, and that's how I feel. And so, man, if you watching this video, man, and you're resonating with this video, it's because you have a deeper calling, you know what I'm saying? This is for you. You saw this video for a reason, man. There's no such thing as a coincidence in this life, man. We are creatures of God, and we are creatures of the beautiful universe that He created, and everything happens perfectly. It's perfect. Everything is perfect. So you watching this video is at the perfect time. Even if you feel like you wanted to be somewhere else in life and you're not there yet, man, it doesn't matter, bro. I didn't think I would be right here 2 years ago. When I was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I didn't think I would be right here. 6 years ago, I remember I imagined my life being something else. It's not that at all, but I'm happier than I've ever been right now. You feel me? And I'm telling you, so it's all perfect, bro. There's no mistakes in life, man. You got to go through whatever you're going through to get through it, but make sure you learn those lessons. If you don't learn those lessons and apply those lessons, you're going to keep going through the same thing. You'll never get to where you want to go to, man. This isn't about running away. You feel me? This is about living life and enjoying life and spending the time you have on this beautiful earth the best way you can. And making sure you enjoy as much time as you possibly can, bro, because it's not guaranteed. Your time on this earth isn't guaranteed, but your time on this earth to live the way you want to live is definitely not guaranteed. We all get older, man. We all get older, and hey, man, you got to enjoy it while you can. That's all I know, man. You got to enjoy it while you can. So I appreciate y'all watching this, man. Like I said, this is the new American dream, if you ask me. And like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know if y'all agree, disagree. What points do y'all agree on, man? Hey, just let me know. Drop a comment. See y'all later, okay?